We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday Night Primetime. On the Rams sideline, a look at their head coach, hoping his guys took full advantage of the late season off week in the schedule, trying to heal up now for the stretch run. Across from him, you've got the coach of the Jaguars. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Rams first down.
41-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he's out of bounds, gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And the defense there to meet up. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going. Now a give up the middle. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. So, from the 37, here's second and a yard. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line.
First down. A gain of 7. And the Rams first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll try and run for it. And he's not They have turned it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
They'll run the sneak, and he is going to have a Jags first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. They get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll go with Hampton. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Walker brought in motion. Now this time they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And the Jaguars.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Jaguar first down. He'll look to throw. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. Here comes 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
That one incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. So it is 4th down. That'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal.
A 57-yard attempt.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Rams offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now, faking the give. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
The coverage by Caleb Ramsaw.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved. Keeps the offense on the field.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Rams
19 more on that one. And another first down.
First down, Rams.
They'll run with Damian Martinez. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. No give on the ground. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Tyson Campbell on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
That one, breaking up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And the Rams will tie the game at 3 apiece. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 3-all is the score. And we'll have more from Jacksonville after this. So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Jaguars offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one hauled in by Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Collins. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the Rams' 38-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. He's into space past the 25. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line.
Jaguars first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Hampton. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no good.
Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. See what happens on 3rd and goal. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars take a 10-3 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. They'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
To run out of a gun with Martinez. And this is going to be a Rams 1st down. He'll get this up past the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for our Rams. 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Rams.
Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
1st down.
A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, L.A. Give up the middle with Martinez. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's another Rams 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're trying to hit him with a screen. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll take this one in. Damian Martinez. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Rams will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return starts from the 5. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. But Jaguars offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jared Verse into double figures now. That is sack #10 on the year.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
In motion now, it's Collins. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the defense can't allow to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
The Rams offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll drop to throw. He'll spot the former Longhorn, Gunnar Helm. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
That's good for a Rams.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And he's in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Rams go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Walker brought in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming. On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Quick throw, taken in, and good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll set up to throw. And be taken down after a gain 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He takes off.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for our Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. Halftime coming up. Let's go downstate. And Scott Hansen has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Lots to get to from a jam-packed Sunday of football. Let's get right into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Foxborough, the Patriots at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And it's the Miami defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the errant throw, it's picked off, and they've got room, they've got blockers, and no one's gonna get him. Touchdown. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Niners get a much-needed win as they move back to 500 at 5-5. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers hosting the Chicago Bears. And this is Jackson Dart. He'll look to the end zone and find his man 33 yards on the touchdown pass. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. We'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jags offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Right side going to be taken in by Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Catch made there, left side by Walker. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down. Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll throw out of the gun, and this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Jaguars offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
The 35-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Kobe Turner, his 2nd sack tonight. Number 5 for him now on the year.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And some nifty running on the return to put some good yardage before he was taken down. The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with.
49-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Rams. He's on for the 2nd time to try to get something inside the 10. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
He'll swing this out to Hampton. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
First down. 1st and 10.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off from their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He's across midfield. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20.
A gain of 16 yards.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 18-yard line.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down. It is brought in the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams. That's a 2-touchdown game for us. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once again. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He'll drop the throw.
The second down pass. He was brought down by Jared Burris. A loss of 17 yards. It's now third down.
Not fun here. Third and a lot. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds. Well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for fourth down. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Rams offense ready to get back at it. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Going right, it's taken in. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw the ball away.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's third and 10. Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 72 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Patterson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Jaguars 13.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
12 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Walker brought
First
in
and
motion.
10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, and it's Hampton. Despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
39-yard line.
This one's going to be taken in by Collins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings
Walker
up third
brought in
and
motion.
8.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
So I don't mind this throw. It's third down. You want to give your best players a chance, even if it's not ideal coverage situation, to go up and compete for the ball to try to keep the drive alive. So more often than not, they trust that he's going to be able to beat even double coverage. Gives him a shot at the ball. He doesn't reel it in this time, but they're going to continue to give him as many opportunities as they can throughout the rest of this game. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Run on first down. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 35, here's second down and a yard. A run up the middle, that's Martinez. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Rams first down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Rams first down.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. All resting on the 9. First down and goal.
First and goal. Rams.
He'll look to throw. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Patterson's kick is good, and the Rams will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
The Jags offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Don't need much. It is third and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any. Too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
Complete to number 83. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 81.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
And he's going to have a Jags first down. He's brought down after a gain of 7 on fourth and 2. Another run here with Hampton. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. It is third and long.
It's now third down and 14.
And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
The man, that's Collins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7.
They'll throw here on third and short. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
Yards. And the Jaguars first down. First down and goal to go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there.
Brings up
It'll bring up second and goal. He'll try to run with Hampton. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut into the deficit.
34. Jaguars 20.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
A gain of 2.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. On the handoff, Martinez. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. Talk things over before third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. Down to a knee. One more time. And that should just about do it. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacksonville. Good night, everyone.